At the Warrior Healing Center. I'm Robert Ishoy, your host. And again, this week we don't have Eric, my co-host, who's always greatly missed because he's got a lot of energy and he contributes a lot. Plus, he takes care of all the technical stuff for me, too. But we do have another guest tonight. And tonight we have Carolyn Mclean, and her business is
Mia Bella Candles.
Mia Bella Candles. And I got to tell you, it smells really good right now in here. I mean, really good. You can't tell from all the decor, because if you look at the decor, you'd think it smells like dirty socks in here. Yeah, right? Because it's all military. But can I hold one up?
Yeah.
Look at that. This is, what flavor is this?
It's
Salted caramel apple. Can I take the lid off?
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the one I'm smelling the most. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So, well, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself, your background.
Okay, I started out in Massachusetts and joined the military when I was 28. And
Ooh, really?
Yeah, I waited a while.
I did the same thing. Okay, we got that in common.
It was a whole job thing, needed a job, and the military sounded good. So I joined, and I met my husband in the military in the first few weeks. I met my husband when I was still in training. We went on to Germany, and then we were stationed at Fort Huachuca, and when we got out, we loved it so much we stayed.
Okay.
We've been here in Fort Huachuca now since 1986.
Wow.
And we both worked, after we got out, we worked for military contractors for a while. I part-time taught at Cochise College, and during COVID, I kind of gave it up, and now I'm totally retired, except for my candle business. That's because my husband totally retired, and he worked at the on post as contractors. Then he worked a year and a half at Cochise College as a teacher. I was in algebra, he was in computers.
Okay.
And then I've been doing this business since 2010.
2010. So you've been here since 86.
86.
I mean, you were here, living here, when I came through as an AIT student in 1989. You were already here and settled in.
Yeah, because I went through AIT in 1981, 82. I came in right before Thanksgiving. So I got out of AIT. Our AIT was almost a year, so I got out of AIT in 1982.
And you both taught at Cochise College. That's
Yes.
kind of a surprise. Wow.
I taught there way longer than my husband did. I was teaching at Cochise College in 1989. I got out in 1988. I started teaching in 1989. He actually was still a student. He didn't have a degree or anything yet. And so after he got his degree, he decided he'd go into teaching too.
Nice. So you've been a big part of this community.
Yes, I've been a big part of the community.
For a long time.
For a long time.
For a long time. A teacher to college, served in the military.
Army
and again,
contractors.
yeah, like I've said, this is a common theme for me among the veterans, okay? Veterans don't quit.
Nope.
Even when they do quit, they retire and they find something else to do. And then you semi-retired and you're like, well, I'm going to keep teaching.
Uh-huh.
And then you're retired, but you still have a business.
Right.
So that's I think it's in our blood.
And what's good about my business is you can do business online.
Yeah.
Because I got calls, because I do have my whole home is all set up. If people want to come by the house, they can come in and buy candles at my house.
Oh, really?
Yes, and my house smells amazing. But I have candles in 2 of the rooms in my house on shelves and stuff. And sometimes people will call up and say, hey, can I come by and get a candle? And I'll say, yeah, sure, come on over. And I was on vacation this summer, and I think I was probably in Oklahoma at the time when I got the call. And somebody said, oh, I'm from Bisbee, and I brought candles from you a long time ago. I'd like to come by your house and get one because, I need some more candles. And I'm saying, well, actually, I'm in Oklahoma right now. And I said, and she has all my info. And I asked her, do you have my card? She goes, oh, yeah, I've got one of your cards. Well, then go to my website and you can order your candle there. And she did.
So, wow, I didn't know that about you. That you can actually go to your house. So they would call first.
You have to call first because I don't advertise that fact or anything.
Okay.
I have my email and my texting and all that type so you can contact me. And when somebody contacts me, and sometimes they'll say, well, where's your store? I'll say, well, I don't actually have a storefront, but you can come to my house and buy candles.
Okay. Well, since you don't have a storefront, I think it's important that we tell our audience first, what's your website? What's it?
Just to make sure I get it right, I'm going to take it off my card here.
Okay.
Well, one of my websites is loveshoplocal.com. I'm on the paper's loveshoplocal.com.
Okay.
And that's through the paper. And it kind of works the same way. But if you go through the paper, you can say, I'll pick the item up. Will you deliver the item? Or, do you want to mail the item? And I do all that. And I have to set up the paper's website the way I want them delivered. Because when I'm on vacation, I put everything you have to order.
Okay.
You have to
So
have
your
it mailed.
customers can pick up at your house if they arrange it with you.
Right.
They can have it mailed to them.
They can have it mailed to them.
Or delivered.
Or delivered within reason, of
Right.
course.
Right. Yeah. So I'm not going to call you from New York City and deliver.
Right. Yes, when I was in Oklahoma and that person actually really wanted to come by my house, there was no way. I told her, you have to use the website because I'm not home.
Okay. But still, you got a lot of options
Right.
how you'll serve your customers.
My personal website is sent as in SCENT-TEAM.com/GIFT.
Okay. And that's the website they would
That's
go
the
to.
website they would go to
for the candles.
For the candles. That's the website they would go to, and you order through that website. But like I said, you can also order through the loveshoplocal.com. It's something that the Sierra Vista Herald does. And not only can you order my candles, you can order from anybody else who's on that website and pay with one credit card.
Okay.
Will pay for the whole order. But it isn't. You don't have to just order from me. You can order from anybody that's on the website.
Okay, so that's easy to remember. Scent Team,
Yeah,
but
Scent
you got to
Team.
remember there's a hyphen
Right.
between Scent and Team. So it's scentteam.com. That's easy to remember.
Well, you have to say /gift or it won't go to my particular site.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's important to know. So
Yes.
/gift after the .com, and so is that is that a website that you have through your candle company?
Yes, I'm a distributor. I don't actually own the Mia Bella candles themselves. I'm a distributor for them, but I run a business because I'm the distributor for this area.
Okay.
And they make the candles in Pennsylvania. And they're the ones who actually own the whole, it's called Scentations. Not to be confused with Scentsy. I don't want you to think I'm from Scentsy because I'm not. It's called Scentations is the actual name of the company, and they make what they call Mia Bella candles. And there's a reason why they call it Mia Bella.
Well, what's that
The
reason?
person who started the Scentations company, his daughter's name is Mia.
Okay.
So that's why they decided to call it Mia Bella.
We get that all the time. People come in our store and they're like, "Are you Ruby?" I go, "No." I ask my wife, "Are you Ruby?" "No." "Well, who's Ruby?" "Our daughter. We
Right.
named it after our daughter."
They named the candles after their daughter
they
too.
named after Mia. And then, okay. So this is a Mia Bella candles, high quality candles.
Yes.
I can read right here. They're all natural wax candles.
Mm-hmm.
So, and clean burning.
They're clean burning. You won't get that little ring around the collar, if you will, when you light them like you do with. What causes that blackness and the smoke and the soot in the air is
You don't want that.
You don't want that, but that's caused from paraffin, and our candles have no paraffin. Paraffin is a carcinogen, so if you're buying candles at Walmart or Target, or you're paying really cheap candles, they probably have paraffin in them, and paraffin is a carcinogen.
Really?
Yes. So you want to always make sure when you buy candles, they don't have paraffin in them.
Wow.
Beeswax candles are okay. Ours have a mixture of palm oil and other things, and those kinds of natural things that come out of plants are okay. But if you're getting paraffin, you're putting carcinogens in the air.
That is really good to know.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not only getting the mess of the black smoke and the
Right.
black rings, but you're also getting a chemical in your air that you're breathing,
Yes, it's just.
which is dangerous.
I mean, it's similar to smoking.
Wow.
So if you think you're a non-smoker and you've got paraffin candles, well, you're not.
So, well, it's like, it's like the old saying, my dad had all those old sayings, but the older I got, the more I realized how true they all were. And one of the old sayings is you get what you pay for.
Exactly.
And you go and buy candles like that, and you're going to get what you paid for.
And
Stuff that's not good for you.
I just wanted to say why I got into the candle business too. I've always loved candles, and of course, being a distributor, I buy the candles wholesale and sell them retail. So I get all my candles at wholesale price
For yourself.
for myself.
Yeah.
And then, I buy them wholesale to sell at, sometimes I'll do some different events, like at the mall. Sometimes I'll be at the mall or other events. If it's inside, I do not do outside candles because it's way too hot in this area to do them. Once the temperature gets over 80 degrees, the candles start melting.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't do outside events unless I can be guaranteed it's not going to go over 80 degrees that day.
Oh, I want to smell the other one too. Yeah. Which one's this?
This is called Cozy Cabin.
Oh, really? Wow, that's a nice color to it. I don't know if you
It's
can
kind of a
see.
brownish color.
You can't appreciate the color because it looks a little blurry on the camera, but it's actually really nice looking. Oh, that makes
It's got different kinds of tree scents in that one.
Yeah.
It's got fir, and I can't remember
the
the
name
other ones.
fits. The name fits. It does smell like a cabin.
My husband thinks it smells like a air freshener.
Yeah.
But
no, that does. It makes you think of it like up in the woods in a cabin.
Yeah, it does. It does. If you've ever been out in a cabin and out in the woods, because I know we spent a lot of summers up in the woods. That's what it smells like.
Now, how long? If I get one of these, how long would that burn?
As long as you don't have it next to a window and get drafts and stuff like that, they burn. This size burns about 120 hours.
Really?
But when you burn them, you want to burn them about 4 hours so that they burn down nice and eat. They don't have it where the wick goes down the middle and then you get all the wax on the outside. They burn all the way down to the bottom, but only if you burn them between 3 and 4 hours.
Okay.
So the recommended is to burn them between 3 and 4 hours.
The first time?
No,
each time.
But I've done them less than that, and it still burns down really nice. That's why it has two. You probably can't see it even if you showed it, but it has 2 wicks. These candles,
they can. See?
Yeah, you can.
2 wicks.
Yeah, there's 2 wicks, and that's why they have the 2 wicks, so it burns a lot evenly.
And
you put the one wick in the middle, you're going to get a hole in the middle with wax on the outside.
Yep. So so it's important that they have the 2 wicks in there. That's a key factor. 120 hours. Mm-hmm. That's a long time that one of these candles will last. Wow. So that makes it a great value.
And I know because of course I burn these all the time. That's the reason I got into the business. And we have one going every night, between 7 and 10. Like we don't always even go the whole 4 hours. You don't always have to. Mm-hmm. And we go between 7 and 10, and they last about a month. Yeah.
And then you got that nice aroma in the house.
You get the nice aroma in the house or in the room.
Plus they just look nice too when they're burning,
Yeah, they do.
Gives that ambiance.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't like a candle?
That's true.
I mean, I don't know if anybody. How could you not like a candle? I don't know. Maybe there's somebody out there. It's like, believe it or not, I've met people who tell me they don't like chocolate. So, but very few, not very many.
But some people do have a scent problem. Different scents. Make them weird.
Yeah.
And and I have had people that they can't handle some of my scents. But I know the kind of scents that people who are sensitive to scents can handle.
Okay. So they can you can kind of advise them.
Yeah, advise them which ones because our candles are very, very strong. And we do have a couple that aren't so strong. And those are the ones that sensitive people can
Approximately how many different flavors, scents does Mia Bella have?
It depends on the season because just recently we've gotten a new CEO into the group, and she's we used to sell all the candles all year round, and we had 77 cents.
Wow. Okay.
And now they have them seasonal, so depending on the season, then I didn't bring the catalog with me. I had it to bring me, and I left it at home, of course. But
I would have liked to look at that.
Yeah.
I would have.
But if you go to my website, it actually has the catalog.
Oh, does
on
it? Okay.
The catalog is on the website, but I think they have anywhere between 20 and 25 per season. And they have a few that are year-round scents, and then they have a few that are only seasonal.
Okay.
And I have customers, they like a seasonal scent, and I know this. So I buy up extra ones, so when they want one off-season, I still have some.
There you go. That's called customer service.
Yeah, because
that is going above and beyond customer service.
And I'm just going to bring up this restaurant, Landmark Cafe. One of the girls, not the mother, but the daughter, Melanie. Anybody who knows Melanie over at Landmark Cafe, she loves my apple cinnamon. And if you go in there, you could ask her about it because she's the one that I buy apple cinnamon for because our company says it's a fall-winter scent.
That's it.
So when they're saying, oh, the winter scents are going out and the spring scents are coming in, I go and buy a bunch so that Melanie can have them all year round.
Wow. Yeah, because you're investing for her.
Right.
You're actually investing your money by buying that extra inventory.
For some reason, that's the only scent she likes.
Okay, now you got a bunch of little bags here too. Tell me about these.
Oh, these little bags, these are what I do. I actually, anytime I go to a networking event, I actually give these out for free. However, you can, like, say you're somebody who's putting together a basket and you want a lot of different things in the basket, of course. You just don't want one, you don't want one candle sitting in the middle of the basket, and I understand that. Mm-hmm. And maybe you don't want to go through the expense of a whole candle. You just want a tiny basket for some little thing. I actually sell these. They're $5 a piece or 3 for $10.
Okay.
And as you can see, I brought in my patriotic ones, my red, white, and blue. However, here's a pink one. I can do other colors. I buy them from a place where, the bags are fairly inexpensive. So if you want me to set up a basket and you got a color theme, tell me your color theme and I'll get the bags to match.
And these are each one at little disc candles, I guess you'd call them.
Yeah, they go into a melter if you have one of those little melters.
Okay. I know what you're talking about.
We don't sell the melters anymore because our company has gone U.S. only, and most of those melters come out of China.
Of course.
Even if you buy them at Walmart, it doesn't matter where you buy them from.
Of course.
We sell.
Of course, they're from China.
We sell the little scents, and if you want to use our scents, you have to go out and buy your melter somewhere. And there I can suggest Scentsy. Scentsy has really, really good melters.
Yes. So these candles are made in the USA.
Yes, they're made in the USA. The wax is made in the USA. They're jarred in the USA. Everything about them is USA.
Okay. I got to read some of these flavors. Okay. Just for fun. Oh. Sweet orange and chili pepper. Yes. Okay. That one sounds really interesting.
And apple pie is in there.
Apple pie.
And stress no more.
Stress no more.
I call this my Fort Huachuca scent thing because it has the apple pie for, here we are in America. Uh-huh. It has a scent no more because if you're on Fort Huachuca, you probably, no stress. The no stress one because if you work on Fort Huachuca, you probably are stressed out. So you need my stress no more candle to calm you down. And of course the sweet orange chili pepper because we're in the Southwest. So and I have all kinds of different little scents that I can put in these. If anybody is interested and you call me or email me, then I can tell you what kind of scents I can do and what color bags you can have. But as far as bags go, you name a color and this place probably has the color bag and I can get them. Mm-hmm. It only takes me 5 days to get the bags.
So like you said, these are great if you're building a gift basket.
Right.
And you want to add this to, maybe you have some other items in there, mm-hmm. Some food items or some other things. And you can just put that little bag in there. And they have some nice candle and some different flavors.
And I always make them with 3 different scents. So you decide what scents you want. I'll tell you what scents I have and you say, here's what I want.
And your card came out of this one.
Right. They're made to order. These are all made to order.
And these are nice little bags. So nice little gift items. This would be great for a lot of things.
Or even
as a favor.
Stocking stuffer or something.
Stocking stuffer. Favors, like if you have an event and you want to hand out little favors to your audience, this would be a great idea. Or if you have a meeting, you have a business meeting and you want to just give your employees a nice little gift, just a hint. Maybe you can, your employees work hard for you. You want to do something a little extra for them. You have a meeting. There you go. Good idea.
And once somebody recommended to me, I belong to a lot of groups in town, and one of the real estate groups that I belong to recommended that you could also use, say somebody in your family's getting married, you could use these as favors at the table for everybody. Yep. I can set those up, and if you do them in quantity and more than only 5 or 10, something like that, then I can give you a bigger discount.
Yes. Okay.
So, like if you buy, 50, 100, I can have, we can work on a discount other than, $5 a piece.
There you go. So a lot of ideas. So you just have to use innovation, dedication. Again, veterans, that's my theme. Veterans are innovative and they're dedicated to what they do. And obviously you're both. You found a great product. Mm-hmm. And you have the service that you've provided. Again, you can order online. She'll deliver in reason.
In reason.
You can't,
Yeah, pretty much I'll deliver well, actually, I go out to Benson once a week. So I will deliver to the Benson area, or you can come to the VFW on Sundays between 1 and 3, and I can deliver there for the Benson area. Otherwise, I'll only go out as far as Huachuca City, Hereford Road, and any else out in Sierra Vista. Those are the extremes I go to.
And that saves you on shipping. It saves the whole hassle of paying for shipping and boxing it up and shipping it. So that's an important service. Or you can contact her and come and go to the house.
Yeah, you can come to the house and pick them up
and pick out
too.
and.
Or again, if you are in the Benson area or the St. David area or any place like up there, you can come pick them up at the VFW every week when I'm in town.
There you go. It's a lot of options, a lot of different flavors, and they smell good and safe for you and the environment. You just educated me. I had no idea that burning certain kind of candles could be dangerous to your health. That's amazing to know that. And you just think, they come up with all these new things, and then you realize that what they created in old days was the better stuff.
Right.
Beeswax or natural wax.
Yes, because beeswax is really good too.
Yeah. So we always think that's amazing. The older I get, the more I realize we think we're so clever and smart as a people, and we create new things, and it turns out that the stuff from the older days was the better stuff to begin with.
Right.
And here's another example. Your natural wax candles are safe, they're healthy, they're a better product, they last longer.
Let's say they're safe for the environment. You have to be careful if you light your candles because you don't want to burn your house down and that.
Well, yeah.
Because some people, and that's why the melts work really good. If you have pets that might knock a candle over, then our melts, even if you spill them, you can wipe them, you let them dry and they'll pick right up.
Okay.
They come right out of the melter.
Now, do you only have the one size? Or is it different size?
No, we've got a smaller size too.
Okay. So yeah.
We got a smaller size and we got a really big size.
So 3 different sizes.
3 different sizes.
So this is the medium. This is probably the most common,
This is the most common, and this comes in the most scents. The real big ones, we've only got, I think, 6 or 7 scents.
Okay.
And the smaller ones, they're actually phasing out the smaller ones right now. Okay. They're still using them, but they're in the process of being phased out because this is, ever since they started the company, this is the size people buy.
And they found that that makes sense.
The whole company's been in existence since 2000. Yeah. That's when they started.
And this is a nice wood top, too.
That's a brand new top.
That's a nice...
If you buy a candle out of a different scent, you may not get the really cool wood tops. They used to have little dome tops.
Yeah. No, it's all solid wood.
And what somebody pointed out on the web, we have a Facebook page just for the people in our business. You can actually even use these as like a little coaster if you like.
Oh, there you go.
You couldn't do those with the old covers.
Yeah. And these jars, once they're done,
yeah,
these are reusable, right?
Yeah, but you know what a lot of people do? They burn down to 1/4 of an inch, and that's by design because they don't want it to burn anything once it gets down to the bottom. And then you can just dig out what's left and put them in your melter, so you don't waste any wax.
Okay.
If you have one of those melters. And then you can reuse the jars.
Reuse the jar for different things. If you have some kind of project you need jars for, they could be storage jars.
They could be art jars. You can put art.
Or yeah, and it's got a nice lid on it, so and it seals real nice. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you can see that it's got a nice seal. So I can imagine a lot of things I could use this jar for when I'm done.
Oh, there's
a lot of things. Because it seals real nice. It's got a nice wood top, and it's a solid glass jar. There you go. So don't throw it away. It's a nice jar. So this is great. So, and now I'm going to interrupt for just a minute because I want to, again, here at the Warrior Healing Center, we're all about supporting veterans, and the Warrior Healing Center does a lot to support veterans in all different ways. In every category, you need help, you come see them. And they're the ones that put this together, this network of veteran-owned businesses which we are both a part of. You come to the meetings, and we have a meeting once a month, and we come up with ideas. This is our one great idea, is this podcast. And we now have, I don't know if you can see it with the blur, but we now have window stickers. No, they can't read it, can they? No, can't read it. But I'll read it for you. It says veteran-owned business, Warrior Healing Center. So the businesses in our network, you're going to find these in our windows. And we have this one, and there's also one, you can't see that, but it goes in the window and revert, sticks to the window and you see it. So when you're out and about, look for these. Look for these, because that means the business that you're at is a veteran-owned business. You need to put these somewhere in your house. Yeah. Or
I might just put them on my car.
There you go. Good idea. Yeah, put them in your car. That's a good idea. Yeah.
And during the winter, I can't do this during the summer because of the heat, but during the winter, I usually carry a few candles into my back seat.
Just in case
somebody wants, because, if I go to a networking event, somebody will say, oh, do you have this candle? And I might have it in my back seat if it's during the winter. During the summer, I can't do that. Well, of course, during the summer, I'm not home a whole lot either.
Okay. So that's a good idea. Yeah. Because we do have a number of our members that don't have a brick and mortar site, like a store. They work from home. So that's a great option, them putting it in their car window and people recognizing. So look for these. These are businesses in town locally that are veteran owned. And that's what we're all about here, is supporting. We like to support all small business, but we're really zeroing in on the veterans that own small businesses. They've served their country, they've served their community, and it's important to support them and what their endeavors. And great products. So it's not like you're going out of your way to support a veteran and you're not getting something for it. You're getting quality product and you're supporting a veteran at the same time. It's all a win-win. It's a win for you. It's a win for the veteran. So,
can I say one thing about our Christmas candles?
You can say anything.
Our Christmas candles are just getting ready to come out. I believe they told us they're coming out on. I still have some from last year, and they last a long time. I mean, if you store them for a year, they're still going to work just as good the next year. But so I still have some from last year, but the new candles are coming out, I believe, on October 1st, and the best one that we have, at least I think, is called Christmas Pine. And it smells like you're at a Christmas tree lot. It really does. It's that kind of pine. It's like it's got balsam pine mixture in it. And it's not, when you open it up, you think you're at a Christmas tree lot. So if you have an artificial tree, but you want it to smell like a real Christmas or a cut Christmas tree, I don't call them real, but you want to have it smell like a cut Christmas tree, get one of our candles and people will think that you got your Christmas tree at a lot, not at Target.
And so these are actually for the whole fall
right.
/ Christmas.
Oh, right. Well, the fall ones have already come out. These are our two new fall ones.
Okay, these are fall.
The actual Christmas ones, they haven't actually come out. They haven't been official yet. They don't come out till October 1st.
Okay, so you got fall, you got Christmas. I imagine you got a spring.
Yeah, we have a spring one with all kinds of flowery scents.
And then is there another one, summer?
It's not really. Oh, well, they do have what they call winter, but those are mostly the stress no more, the kind where you just want to cuddle up with something.
Okay.
Eucalyptus, stress no more, those kinds of.
And again, candles. If you find one you really like, that's the scent you want all year round.
Yeah.
You will actually accommodate your customers by ordering enough.
Right.
For them. But they better make sure they come back and buy them.
Right.
It's like, if you're going to tell her that, hey.
Now, if I see you always wanting the same one, or you say, oh, I love this scent, I will make sure I have a couple extra in case because some of ours aren't seasonal, but if it's a seasonal scent, you need to let me know. So if it's a scent you really like and you are going to buy it on a regular basis, then I need to know so I can make sure I keep them in stock.
I think I'm getting a combination of the smells because it smells really good, and the smell that I'm getting is kind of I think a combination of both of these. and maybe even some of these, but it just smells so good in here right now.
You notice they're not even lit, and you can
I
still
know.
smell them.
I know. It really smells good in here right now.
But I have friends who can't stand a whole lot of scent, and if they're going to come to my house, they have to give me notice so I can put all the candles away because it's that bad. They can't walk into my house.
Now, see, these kind of scents, I don't like artificial scents. Where when you smell it, it has like a chemical smell.
Oh, right.
I don't like that
and that
at
might
all.
be part of the paraffin mixing in with it. Or it could be whatever they're using for the oil or scent.
And I don't get any of that out of these. It's a nice scent. It doesn't smell artificial or chemical or anything like that. It smells like the actual real things that it's supposed to smell like, you know? And very nice candles. I like these. And so you got all this going on, and you're supporting the other veteran businesses as being part of the network.
I ate at Gunny's truck at Oktoberfest on Saturday.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Okay.
Because he has really good meat.
Now, Oktoberfest in September. I've always had an issue with this, okay? Personally, I don't know, it's just me, but it just drives me crazy that Oktoberfest is in September. It just drives me crazy.
However, if you've ever been to Germany during Oktoberfest time, it's not just one day like it is here. You know, everybody who does it one day or one weekend. It's like 3 or 4 weeks, and it starts at the end of September and goes to the middle of October. So that is... So it is... A lot of people out here just decide to use the September thing because, I don't know.
Okay. So in Germany, it's actually in October.
It's in September and October.
Okay. So, that makes sense then. So... The Germans got it right. They call it Oktoberfest, but why don't we do it in October?
Because the good weekends in October when it's being held in Germany, it's Cars in the Park the first weekend and Art in the Park the first weekend and Cars in the Park the second weekend. So you took up the good weekends for Oktoberfest. I think that's what it is.
And then they decided to do it in September.
So they do it because in Germany they basically do it from the middle to the middle. So after Cars in the Park, it's not Oktoberfest time anymore.
And it's a whole month long in Germany.
Yeah, but it goes from the middle of September to the middle of October.
Yeah. Well, that's a long party.
At least it did when I was there back in 1984 and 5.
That's a long party.
It is. Oh, these people know how to party, too. You see those beer steins in the movie? Yeah. They're not exaggerating. They're really that big.
They're that big? So for a whole month, they celebrate Oktoberfest in Germany.
Munich does.
Munich does, yeah. So I imagine a lot of places in Germany.
Oh, a lot of places do, but Munich is the place to go. That's where the biggest fest is.
Yeah, I've always heard that. Munich, Germany. Haven't been. She's been. I haven't been. Maybe someday. Well, I don't know. That's a big trip. You were stationed there.
I was stationed in Stuttgart.
Yeah. So that's the advantage of being in the military. Sometimes you get to travel more than the average person. And
I'm not sure how the military is anymore, but back when we were over in Germany, they had these bus tours that cost, even back in the day, cost next to nothing, and they would take you someplace for a whole weekend.
Yeah.
We took a lot of those tours. You know, you'd leave Friday night, come back on Sunday, and it included the bus trip. It included a couple of meals, and it included place to stay.
Very nice.
Because it wasn't the most exotic place to stay, but it was inexpensive.
But you got a chance to see other countries and visit sites, and that's always a big advantage. I know when I was in I didn't stay active duty, and I got out and I was in the reserves a couple of years, and I was in 11th Group, which was a reserve SF unit out of Fort Meade. And we went to England for our 2 weeks annual training.
Ooh, cool.
Now we had to work. It was like 12-hour days, but thank goodness for chaplains because the chaplain of the unit arranged for us all to have one day off during that 2-week period, and we could go. We had a choice. We could either go to London for the day, or we could go to Stonehenge and Bath. And I went to Stonehenge and Bath. I'm a historian, so I was like, I gotta see Stonehenge. So it's a great opportunity. So there are perks to being in the military. We all know that. You get to travel, but there's also the other side where you just work long, hard hours and dedicate most of your life. So any young veterans out there are active military, you young guys or young persons, if you get a chance to go overseas, take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of some young people, they came out, oh yeah, I was stationed over here or over there, and go, oh, did you ever get around? No, I didn't do much. And I was like, you got to take the opportunity when it's there, like you did, and go out and see sights. My dad was stationed in France back when we still had bases in France in the 60s. And as a little kid, I got to see quite a bit, I got to go to see, there was still stuff left over from World War II back then. So tanks out in the middle of a field. You'd drive by and there'd be an old tank out there in the farm. But yeah, take advantage of it.
Yeah, my dad was in World War II, but he was in the military before he got married or anything. And he was actually out on a destroyer.
Was he?
For 2 years.
Pacific or?
Pacific.
Pacific, yeah. Yep. So he was in the Navy.
Yep.
And then you went Army.
I tried to go Navy, but they just didn't have anything that I needed when I was trying. Because first I tried the Navy, and they didn't have anything that worked for me for I don't know what they call it in the Navy, but for an MOS in Army terms. And then then I tried the Air Force, but they told me to go into the Air Force for the first time because I didn't go until I was 28. I was too old. Yeah. So yeah, that's how I ended up in the Army.
Yeah, I've heard that. No, I actually joined. I had my college degree before I joined the Army, but I was 29, and so they told me I was too old to come in as an officer.
Oh,
because normally when you have a degree, it's
me
like,
too.
Yeah,
that's the same thing that happened to me. They said you could go in as an enlisted person and then apply for officer school later on. Yeah. But then I got married and things started going around, so I stayed enlisted. So yeah, I was enlisted too. So here I was, 29 years old with a college degree, and I was a Spec 4 in the Army. It's like, so. But it was good times though. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we still are lacking Navy up here. We got Army, we got the Marines, and there's one little Navy cap up there, and that's all we have for the Navy. We got Air Force shirt over here. Yeah, you can see it on the camera, so you can see Air Force. So I don't know if we got a lot of Navy in the audience out there, but the very first show I brought that up, and I challenged any Navy veterans to bring a shirt in here, and let's hang it up so we can represent the Navy a little bit better than what's up here. And I know I got some coworkers that are prior Navy, if they're listening. So just we don't want to leave you out. The Warrior Healing Center helps all vets. It doesn't matter what service you were in. Doesn't matter what type of situation you were in when you got out. It doesn't matter. If you're a veteran and you need help, and I'm talking any kind of help, financial help, emotional, mental help, physical. I mean, if you need help with your disability claims because the VA isn't cooperating very well, they help there too. They help veterans in a lot of ways. So we don't have anybody. Well, my wife Jessica says hello. I mean, we got that message. She's watching. Thank you. So no other messages tonight. No questions or anything. Do you have anything else that you want to add as far as about the candle business, about yourself? Like I said, Christmas is coming up, and candles make good gifts.
They do.
Or whatever.
They do.
And even when Christmas, or even if you tell me, I actually have some gift boxes. So if you actually want to take the candle and wrap it up, wrapping up something round, as everybody knows, is really, really hard. Mm-hmm. So I have boxes to put these in, and I actually even give the boxes with the candles if you request them.
Okay. Are you going to wrap them for
as
me?
long as I have. No, I'm not going to wrap them.
I knew you were going to say no. Are you going to wrap them for me?
I do have the boxes as long as they last. However, I can't get these boxes anymore, but I still have about 50 of them left. So okay.
So limited supply on the boxes.
Limited supply on the boxes.
Okay. So get your candle. Get a box before the boxes run out. before Christmas. You do have to do your own wrapping. She's not going to wrap your gifts for you.
Well, actually, if I do wrap the gifts, then that's an extra cost.
There you go. No, that's fair.
Because I actually used to, when I was in college, I worked this job during the Christmas season, and I was the gift wrapper. So
yep. They used to have, I don't know if they do that anymore. I remember you'd go to malls.
Oh.
And they would have the gift wrapping.
You know what? Last year, I was doing a couple of events at the mall, and they had the gift wrapping station there, but they were never opened.
So they did have one.
They did have one, but I don't know what their hours were, because here they had the whole mall, they had all the vendors there, and the gift wrapping station was closed.
So they had one, but they didn't have anybody to work it, I guess. Yeah, I guess you can't find workers all the time anymore. So when you do have workers that are good workers and you want to appreciate them, remember my idea, little gift to your employees. Just something simple, but it can mean a lot. Just say, hey, appreciate your hard work. You got to, well, that'd be great for a business Christmas party. You got to
give them out as little gifts.
Yep, little gifts at the Christmas party. There you go. So, we got a comment. What do we got here? What's in the most popular scent of candle?
That is a good question, because we actually do have a most popular scent. It is the sweet orange and chili pepper.
Really?
Yes.
That's kind of a surprise. I thought that was unique.
No, that actually is the first scent they ever made. Every product we make always comes in that scent. To include, we actually do have some soaps too, but there's only 2 scents, so 2 different types of scents. But one of them is sweet orange and chili pepper. And we also, I didn't bring it because we just started up getting car fresheners. And they are sweet orange chili pepper, because that's always been the most popular scent.
Okay, I got to smell this thing. I'm sorry, I'm opening your bag.
That's okay.
It'll reseal, right?
Oh, yeah.
So now I'm really curious. This is the #1 scent for Mia Bella. And that was a kind of a surprise. I thought you were going to say something else, like the apple or something. But it's the
sweet orange chili. It's got like a...
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Because you get the citrus, but then in the background you can smell just a little bit of the pepper.
Yes. So it's not so sweet.
Right.
It has a little bit of sweetness, but not real sweet, because you think, oh, sweet.
It's not like we have some citrus flavor that are really, really citrusy, but this just has just a slight citrus to it.
Yeah, more of a hint. That is nice. The sweet orange chili pepper, #1 scent for Mia Bella. But of course, you're going to pick your own #1 scent, as everybody does, So you got lots of varieties to pick from. I'm sure everybody's going to find.
Yeah, if you just want a scent fest, you can just come over to, just give me a call or an email, and we can arrange for you to come over to my house, and you can smell away at all the different scents I have.
That actually sounds like fun. Okay. Oh, we got it. How much are the candles?
Oh, okay. This size here are $21.95. If you actually buy them online, because when you buy them online, I don't have any, I can't do discounts or anything when they're on, unless there's a discount going. And if you buy online right now, there is a discount going, 20%.
Oh, right now?
Until the end of September.
Okay.
But you have to put in the code SEPT2022.
What does that stand for?
That's just the code, September 22.
Okay.
And that only goes, and that's only on online sales through my website.
Oops.
However,
if
but then you're still going to pay the shipping and everything. So if you buy them locally and you either come pick them up or I deliver them to you, then I only charge you a flat $22, and I figure out what the tax is out of the $22, so that the top comes to $22.
Okay. So there you go. $22.
$22 if you pick up, and then it's going to be $21.95 plus tax and shipping if you order online. That's
actually a really good price.
Yeah.
For a candle this size that burns 120 hours, that lasts a long time. That's a well worth. I thought you were going to say it costs a lot more than that, to be honest.
They're similar to Yankee candles, and the last time I checked, ours have a little bit more wax in them, and ours are cheaper than Yankee candles. Okay. So, and they're a similar type quality. we claim ours are better, but they
Right.
really are pretty similar. Because
Yeah.
I come from Yankee country, and that's what I grew up on.
So that's a good price. I'm really surprised. I thought you were going to be higher than that, to be honest. That's a real. Wow, that's a bargain price. So there you go. So Jackie, get your candles.
Oh.
Can you post the website information at the end of the video? We will. Now, I'm not the tech expert, and I don't have Eric here, but we got a backup, so we will have the information, the website, phone number, too.
Oh.
We should put out the phone number.
Oh, I can give you the phone number.
Yeah, let's do that.
My phone number is 520-249-0674.
There you go.
So you can just call me or text me at that number. And
one more time.
Yep.
One more time.
Yeah, one more time. 520-249-0674.
There you go.
Oh, which one do I recommend? Oh, but I love them all, Luke. I don't know.
It smells good in here, I'm telling you.
I'm trying to think of what. Actually, the one that I really, really like, it's a Christmas scent, and it's called Victorian Christmas. That has like a really, you just think you're out in the olden days of Christmas.
Okay.
I'm
excited to go home and look up your website and go through all the catalog. It's all on there.
Yeah. One other thing too, summer's almost over. However, if you're still, because we're still getting the summer weather and it's still kind of humid and whatever, we have a bug candle that it doesn't eliminate them, but it makes them go away. It's called Bugs No More, and it's lemongrass, nut citronella, so it's a nice lemony scent, not that medicine-y citronella scent that the citronella candles have. But it works better than citronella. So,
wow. I wish I would have known that before monsoon season.
Right.
Well, now I know for next year.
When I was on the road, those were the ones people were buying online because, there are people from this area, and they called me up. I wasn't home. I was on the road. We were on vacation, and they went up to my website to order their Bugs No More because I guess every time we go on vacation, you guys have such rain, we have such rain here that we come back and our grass is 4 feet high.
Yeah. Have you ever, I imagine you could probably find some places where you could have people pick these up besides like if you had orders and you had a store that they could go to and pick up the candles?
Like I said, if people can come down, if you're in the Benson area, I'm in Benson every Sunday. So just if you're in the Benson area, let me know and I'll tell you where and when and how to pick up a candle in the Benson area. I can do it, there's at least around town. If I don't, like, I'm sure the person who watches my house is Nation's Floor Covering, the lady that runs the Nation's Floor Covering. Mm-hmm. And she'd be happy to, if I left the candles with her, if you wanted to pick them up there, too.
That's what I say, guys. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's some people in our network that would be willing to do that. I might even know of a person that owns a chocolate shop, for example. That you could say, hey, all you'd have to do is give us the customer's name and say, here's the candles. They're going to pick it up sometime this week, and here's the order.
And speaking of chocolate, we actually, at Easter time, we have a chocolate scent.
Do you?
Yeah. It's chocolate and strawberries.
Now that sounds better. Just plain chocolate candle? I don't know, but
it's chocolate and strawberries.
That sounds
better.
Of
course, I don't know. Every time I get them, I run out, so I don't. They're no more until next spring, so I don't even have any right now.
So that's one of those definite seasonal flavors. Comes and goes. So
I'm not sure why they don't have some sort of chocolate and something for Christmas, but at least so far they haven't. But every year we come up with new scents, so who knows?
Wow. Well, this is pretty exciting. I'm gonna go home and look at the catalog, pick out definitely one of those Christmas. 120 hours just blows me away. That's a long burning time for a candle. Let's see. Are we any good at math? Oh, yeah, you taught math.
I taught math at Cochise College for 30 years.
I'm going to put you on the spot. So 120 hours for, basically $22. Right. How much per hour are you spending for your candle.
20 divided by 100. Let's see.
Or round it off to 20.
Well, 5, 10, 15. About $5 per hour.
No,
Yeah.
for 20.
Oh no, 120. I was
Yeah, 120. No, wait, no,
120, $20.
Probably more like 50 cents.
Yeah, probably like 50 cents.
50 cents an hour or something like that is what it costs you for this.
Yeah, 50 cents an hour.
Yeah, 50 cents an hour for these candles. That's a bargain. 120 hours, so that would last you quite a while.
And like I said, we light ours between 3 and 4 hours a night, and they last about a month. The way we do it.
So that's a bargain. That is, honestly, I'm impressed. I thought you were going to come in here and tell me they were more expensive than that.
Yeah.
So I can afford these. So I'm going to get one. I'm going to get one. I'm going to go have fun first and look at the catalog and pick out what I think I'd like the best. But that's pretty amazing. I'm surprised about the orange and chili pepper one being the most popular. And so, okay, no more comments right there. So our time's almost up. We appreciate the comments from Jackie, from Luke, and Jessica. We won't forget you for saying hello. And here at the Warrior Healing Center, that's what we're about. We're here to support veterans and veterans that own businesses. And never forget that we're here also to support the Warrior Healing Center for all that they do. You know, they pulled all of us together because they wanted to help us. But then we quickly turned it around on them and said, well, we're going to help you too. So I never want to forget that we're here to support the Warrior Healing Center, all that they do. We've got some more special events coming up in the near future. No, you don't get to know what they are yet because you got to tune in. Just like I got another guest next week, right? Do you want to know who it is?
Who is it?
You don't get to know.
Oh.
You don't get to know. If you want to find out, you got to tune in next week.
I will.
Now, remember to share this. That's the important thing. And we are getting noticed around town, but it's not so much because we have a lot of audience viewing us live, but a lot of people are sharing this and it's getting around because I have people coming up to me now going, wow, I saw your show. I saw it on Facebook. I saw it on YouTube. I saw it here. Okay, great. So please, hit that share button when you see it on whatever, Facebook, YouTube. Hit share, and we get the word out for all our veteran businesses. And look for these stickers. You're going to see them around town now in the windows of businesses and cars, right? We're going to see them in cars. And I want to thank you so much for coming. This was actually really fun.
It was fun.
And I enjoyed the scent is wonderful. And you've sold me. You've sold me as a customer. So this is great. I'm going to get a candle. And you should do the same thing. I think we're going to sign off now.
I think we got everybody's.
Yeah, we got to sign off. A few minutes early, but that's okay. So for now, we're going to sign off. Tune in next week. We got a whole new business. Matter of fact, it's somebody that isn't a part of our network yet.
Oh.
But they want to join.
Cool.
And they're willing to be on the show next week. So it'll be a kind of a surprise.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. So a whole different kind of business. We don't have anybody in our group with this kind of business yet. So see you next week. This is Robert. I'm tuning out. Eric will be back. So he always adds a lot to the show. And I look forward to him being back. So we'll see you next week. Until then, have a good week. And there we go. Okay, that turned out good. We went an hour. We went an hour, no problem.
Oh. I probably should have asked this question before. How do you actually watch it live?
It'll float around. That's good. You have to ask her.
Oh, okay.
I think. How do you watch it live? I think you have to go to their website. Yeah, I think you have to go to their website. That's a good question. Ask her. As she comes in.
Yeah, you're still on.
Oh,
sorry.
I turned it off.
It says in broadcast. We didn't hit that.
We're still at